9/11 convenience?
Edward answered the store phone, half bored, half exhausted.
I need a box of condoms and 2 packs of tissues delivered to room 1902 at the Sheraton South River Hotel. Hurry.
Got it, on my way.
The caller hung up. Edward sighed. People never seemed to plan ahead. He packed the requested items, threw on a raincoat, and hopped on his electric scooter. It was 9 p.m. Heavy rain soaked the streets of South River City. Edward arrived and knocked on the door of room 1302. It swung open immediately.
Hello? Here's your...
He froze. Standing there in a white bathrobe, her damp hair cascading over her shoulders, was Lucy, his girlfriend.
Lucy? What are you doing here?
Lucy stepped back instinctively. Her heart skipped.
What are you doing here?
Before Edward could answer, a man in a robe and slippers stepped up behind her. Jake. Someone Edward knew too well.
You? You've got the nerve to be here with her?
Rage surged through Edward. He stormed forward, ready to strike.
Stop!
She blocked him, face suddenly calm, like a decision had been made.
Edward, it's over. We need to break up.
Break up? After everything we've been through?
Yes. Edward, you're broke. You scrape by on tips and cheap dinners. You have no family, no future. Being with you is embarrassing.
She leaned into Jake's shoulder.
Jake is my boyfriend now. Don't contact me again.
Guess you're just the delivery guy now, Ed.
Why are you still standing here?
Let him watch. Might be the closest he gets to action tonight.
Edward couldn't take it. He turned and walked out, shoulders slumped.
No tip? Wow. I get the girl and a free delivery.
Outside, the rain had only gotten worse. Edward tore off his raincoat and let the water soak him. It felt cleaner than everything else in his life. Then, his phone buzzed. After review, the Ambrose family has determined that Edward is eligible for full inheritance. Effective immediately, all assets and estate control return to him. The message blurred behind raindrops. His fingers trembled. He'd nearly forgotten who he was. For 7 years, his family had tested him. No shortcuts, no handouts, just survival. Now that trial was over. Everything he'd been denied was finally his. Edward rolled into Manhattan's financial district, feeling unstoppable. The sign above the glass doors read, New York Elite Bank, the kind of place billionaires used. Lamborghinis lined the sidewalk. Everyone wore watches that cost more than his scooter. Edward approached the entrance, confident.
Ouch!
And accidentally bumped into a long-haired woman exiting the building.
Sorry, I didn't see you.
What do you mean you didn't see me? Am I invisible?
Karen Young, assistant manager of the bank, rushed over. She recognized the woman, daughter of a high-tier client. But Edward? He didn't fit in at all.
Sir, can I help you?
I'm here to withdraw money.
From here, with that outfit?
Do you have an elite account card?
No?
The woman chuckled and turned away.
People like him lower the standard. Next time screen the guests.
Karen watched the woman and her rich dad get into a luxury car, then turned to find Edward. But he was gone. She scanned the floor.
Huh? Where'd he go?
She spotted him, already walking toward the VIP lounge.
Stop, you can't go in there.
Too late. Edward stepped through the doors reserved for clients worth over $30 million. Does he have no shame? Karen rushed after Edward, a mix of panic and embarrassment on her face. She grabbed the VIP room door handle, but it was locked from the inside. Inside the room, Robert Miller was lounging on the sofa, scrolling through his phone. When the door opened, he quickly straightened up, shoving the phone into his pocket. Normally, Karen would inform him if a VIP was arriving. He managed accounts for 31 top clients and recognized every one of them, so he quickly got into his usual routine.
Welcome. Please allow me.
Then he froze. Standing in front of him wasn't any known client, just a young man in his 20s, damp clothes and all.
May I ask who you are?
I'm here to withdraw my money.
Do you have one of our cards?
No.
Robert raised an eyebrow, relieved to confirm his assumption. No card, no client profile. Probably a joker wasting his time. Still, why was the guy so calm?
I'm sorry, sir. We can't process transactions without proper identification. If there's nothing else...
You have fingerprint recognition here, right?
Robert blinked. Fingerprint verification was only used by legacy clients, with access to family group wealth accounts. And even then, almost no one in New York had activated it.
You want to use fingerprint access?
Yes.
Robert chuckled internally, another wannabe. Still, just to be polite, he retrieved the dust-covered fingerprint device from the safe.
Place your thumb here.
Edward pressed his thumb onto the scanner.
Fingerprint not recorded.
Robert smirked and reached for the phone.
I think we're done here. I'll be calling security.
Wait, maybe it was the wrong finger. Let me try the index.
Oh, really? Thumb doesn't work. Now it's the index. What's next? Middle finger, then toes.
Edward didn't argue. He simply placed his index finger on the pad. Green light, screen, verification successful. Family account, group 01. Verifier, Edward Ambrose, account 01104. Robert's jaw dropped.
Mr. Ambrose, I deeply apologize. I'm Robert Miller, VIP account manager. Please, allow me to assist you.
It's fine. Can I see my account balance?
Robert sat at the computer. At his request, Edward submitted a few more fingerprint scans for verification.
Almost there, sir.
Account accessed.
Mr. Ambrose, your current balance is $86 million.
He almost choked on his breath. That figure alone put Edward in the top tier of the top 1%.
I need to start getting used to this again.
You also have other assets. Let me show you.
He opened a digital vault map. The Hague branch, Ferrari, Pagani, Huayra. Hawaii branch, Pearl bracelet, 4 stacks of gold bars. France, Nice branch, 3 original Picasso paintings, 2 Rodin statues. Cape Town branch, 15 10-carat diamonds, ivory, and more gold bars. Robert's eyes widened with each screen. He had never seen wealth like this, even among the city's billionaires.
I'd like a card.
Yes, absolutely, Mr. Ambrose, right away.
As Robert stared at the vault feeds in stunned silence, one thing was certain. Edward Ambrose wasn't just rich. He was operating on a level few could even imagine. Edward arrived at Preston University. The rain had turned to mud, and he accidentally stepped in a puddle on the way in. His pants were soaked, his shoes filthy. He checked his watch and hurried into the classroom. At the front, Mr. Morgan was already lecturing. The professor saw Edward enter, his eyes filled with disappointment. Edward lowered his head. Of all the faculty, Mr. Morgan had always treated Edward with respect. Unlike others who mocked or ignored him for being poor, he quietly slipped into a seat. But all eyes were on him.
Edward, late? Is this a dream?
Look at his shirts. Ugh. Does he even own clean clothes?
I wouldn't be caught dead with a guy like that.
Enough. Focus on the lecture.
As the lecture ended, a voice called from the doorway, "Lucy." Everyone turned as Jake walked in and made his way to Lucy. She jumped to her feet, hugged him tightly, then kissed him in front of the entire class. Students looked from Jake to Edward in shock. No one knew Lucy had broken up with Edward. Not until now.
She's just the latest. I've heard Jake's been through 5 girls at that hotel. Let her have him.
Jake strutted past Edward, with Lucy clinging to his arm. They left without looking back. But not everyone in the room was quiet.
Lucy,
The petite girl glared at her friend with visible disgust.
you've gone too far. Edward didn't deserve this. And honestly, I'm ashamed of you.
Why do you care?
Because I saw how he treated you. When you were sick, he sent you food every day. When you twisted your ankle in the mountains, he carried you down for miles. And when you wanted anything, he worked himself to the bone to get it. And you repay him like this.
No one forced him to do any of that. If he was dumb enough to act like a slave, that's on him. He's trash, and I deserve better.
So it really is all about money to you?
Yes. Is that so hard to understand?
She hooked her arm into Jake's and turned back one last time.
Come on, baby. These 2 poor losers are killing the vibe.
And with that, she sauntered out, leaving Edward and Emma behind.
Are you all right?
Emma walked over to Edward, concerned on her face.
You're better off without her. You've seen Lucy's true nature. She's not worth a single tear.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Seeing Lucy's behavior had actually made him feel relieved.
Good. To celebrate your freedom, lunch is on me. DeLuca's? Somewhere off campus?
Edward hesitated. He knew Lucy and Jake might heading to that same place.
Not to Lucas today, but one day, I'll treat you to a meal at Chez Laurent.
Emma blinked.
Chez Laurent? That's the fanciest restaurant in New York.
She didn't know Edward could eat there every day and barely notice a dent in his fortune.
All right then, I'll hold you to that.
Outside the classroom, Jake and Lucy strolled hand in hand, flaunting their new relationship like a designer bag, and both were hungry for attention.
Let's do something fancy tonight. Like dinner at that Riverside Grill? Let's show these nobodies what premium looks like.
I'm in. Let's invite someone. That rich couple, Joe and Susan, might boost our status.
They spotted Joe and Susan chatting near the courtyard fountain.
Hey, Joe, Susan, fancy dinner tonight. On us.
Appreciate it, but we're booked tonight.
We're attending a charity gala hosted by the Ambrose family.
The name Ambrose sent a ripple through the air. Even Jake's smirk faltered.
It's a private invite-only event. Very tight guest list. Mostly legacy families and top investors.
It's being held at the Sky Garden Ballroom. Should be a great night.
Can we go to this party too?
Not unless your last name is Ambrose or you own a helicopter.
But Lucy couldn't hide it. She was hooked. She watched Joe and Susan walk off, her eyes fixed on visiting that gala. She desperately needed to be seen there.
We have to go to that party.
Yeah, well, we weren't invited.
So, get us invited. Call someone. Ask around. Use your uncle's connections or whatever. I am not missing a party thrown by the Ambrose family.
You think it's that easy? That's old money. Real old. These These aren't club promoters. They have security with guest lists, written in gold ink.
Jake, do you have any idea what kind of people will be there? Investors? Celebrities? That's where we belong. Not here. Wasting our time with nobodies.
Jake checked his phone, scrolling through contacts.
All right. I'll make some calls.
Jake paced, phone pressed to his ear, pretending to speak confidently. Lucy stood nearby, arms crossed, eyes wild with craving.
Yeah? For real? Beat. No way. That's amazing.
He turned to Lucy, barely hiding his smugness.
My parents pulled it off. We got 2 tickets to the Ambrose family gala tonight.
Oh my god. You're serious? We're actually going?
She jumped into his arms, happy as ever. As Lucy twirled around with the invitation in hand, they passed by a familiar group: Emma, Ben, Carl, Joe, and Edward.
They look way too excited about something.
Lucy's eyes locked on Edward. Her smile turned sharp.
Oh, didn't you hear? We're going to the Ambrose Gala tonight. Real people get invited.
She strutted up, holding the sleek black invitation like a crown.
Edward, can you imagine what it's like in there? Gold chandeliers, lobster appetizers. Definitely not for guys who deliver noodles in the rain.
Tough luck, Ed. You probably don't even know how to pronounce gala.
Edward stayed silent, calm, unbothered.
Honestly, thank God I left you. I'd never go to an event like this with someone who wears knockoff sneakers and eats instant ramen.
Lucy, that's enough.
Anyway, baby, let's go. I want to get my nails done before tonight. Can't show up like them.
As they walked away, Emma turned to Edward.
I'm so sorry, Edward.
Edward gave a faint smile.
No need. Let them enjoy the illusion while it lasts.
The next day, bell rings. Students crowd the halls. Lucy struts in with Jake, still glowing from yesterday's gossip.
Can't believe I'll be standing next to CEOs and socialites tomorrow night. The Ambrose Gala isn't for everyone, after all.
Ben and Carl stand by their lockers. Emma walks in, adjusting her bag. Each of them notices a sleek black envelope placed neatly on top of their lockers.
What's this? Some rich kid's idea of a prank?
It has a gold A seal. Looks expensive.
Guys, this is a real invite to the Ambrose family gala?
Carl laughs nervously, unfolding his invitation.
No way. These are reserved for, like, legacy billionaires and people who bathe in money.
But it's got our names printed. The whole card is customized. Who would do this?
They all look around the hall, confused. In the distance, Edward walks past silently, unnoticed by most. He glances at the group briefly, expression blank, then keeps moving.
Do you think Edward knows anything about this?
Why would he? He can't even afford lunch some days.
Still, this feels too deliberate, like someone's watching out for us.
Edward turning the corner, away from sight, just as they process the surprise.
Wait, did Carl just get an Ambrose Gala invite?
Emma too? Since when did they become that important?
More students begin to notice the trio holding the sleek black cards. Murmurs ripple through the hallway.
Even Lucy didn't get such a fancy invite. Jake bragged about theirs yesterday, but these look different.
I heard only 10 outsiders were chosen this year. If they're in, who even picked them?
I bet someone powerful is pulling strings behind the scenes.
Lucy turns, hearing the gossip. Her smile fades slightly as she sees students crowding around Ben, Carl, and Emma to peek at their cards.
Why the hell are they invited too? What kind of selection is this?
Maybe the Ambroses are trying to be charitable.
Ugh, that Emma girl has always acted too smart. Let's see what she wears. Probably her grandma's sari.
Ben and Carl exchange looks, unsure how to feel, honored but confused. Emma remains quiet, her eyes following the crowd, then flickering toward the corridor Edward disappeared into. The grand hall glowed with opulence, golden chandeliers, crystal glasses, soft violin playing in the background. Celebrities and South River's wealthiest elites were already mingling, draped in designer suits and gowns. Joe, Susan, Lucy, Jake, and Rose stand near the champagne fountain, chatting and posing for photos.
I told you, this would be the event of the year.
Just wait till the bidding starts. That necklace is as good as yours.
And I've got my eye on that diamond hairpin. Let's see who dares to outbid me.
Meanwhile, outside, Ben, Carl, and Emma walk toward the front door of the hotel, holding elegant invitation cards sealed with a golden A.
Are we sure this isn't a prank? This place looks like a royal palace.
Our names are printed on the cards. And look, the staff is literally bowing.
Right this way, VIP guests. Welcome to the Ambrose Gala.
The trio walks in. The doors part, revealing the breathtaking interior.
Who let them in?
They're from our college, right?
What's going on?
Lucy and Rose freeze mid-conversation, glaring in disbelief.
How? How did they get in here?
Probably snuck in. That Carl guy always looks lost.
And yet, none of them knew. The true host of the night was already watching them all, from behind a mask. A tall young man in a sleek tuxedo, wearing a black Venetian mask, enters from a private lift. He walks past high society guests who all bow subtly. It's Edward.
Make sure the auction starts at 15.
The camera lingers on his mask, his eyes quietly scanning the room. With a soft chime of crystal and the dimming of chandeliers, the gala shifted gears. The elite turned toward the grand stage. The charity auction was about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Tonight, we begin with a masterpiece. A handcrafted diamond necklace from the Rothschild collection, set in pure platinum. Starting bid, $10,000.
This one's mine. Let's show them how it's done.
We have $10,000. Do I hear 12?
12. Get it, Rose.
12,000 from the lady in emerald. Who will make it 15?
15.
18.
22.
25.
We have 25,000. Any more?
12. Get it, Rose.
12,000 from the lady in emerald. Who will make it 15?
15.
18.
22.
25.
We have 25,000. Any more?
35.
40.
60.
Let it go, girl. He's here to flex. Humph. Sheesh.
She lowers her paddle with a forced smile.
Sold to the gentleman at table 4. Congratulations.
Rose's pride took a hit, but this was just the opening act. Given the stakes were only going to rise.
Good thing I didn't go for that one. That was just a warm-up.
Hope you've got a fat wallet, Mr. Confident.
As laughter echoed through the gala, the lights dimmed, a velvet curtain lifted, and just like that, the room sharpened into focus.
Lot number 1, the crown sapphire necklace, crafted in Milan. Starting bid, $50,000.
That's the one. I want it.
Consider it yours.
60,000.
70,000.
He's not serious, right?
75. Nods at the staff.
80.
90. Cross 100. I don't want her wearing my necklace.
120,000.
150.
175.
200. Final.
Crowd goes silent for a moment. People are murmuring, sipping champagne.
200,000. Going once.
Suddenly, the auctioneer raises his earpiece and pauses.
Wait. We have a remote bidder. New offer, $500,000.
A collective gasp surges through the audience. Heads twist toward the shadowed upper balcony, where a masked man, Edward, sits still and silent, like a ghost in velvet.
Who the hell is that?
He wasn't even bidding earlier.
200. Final.
Sold. $500,000 to our mystery bidder.
If anyone thought the masked man's stunt was a one-off flex, they were wrong. Very wrong. The sapphire necklace was just the beginning. As the queen's crown hit the stage, he bought it. When a Damascus dagger sparked a bidding war, he crushed it with one number. And when the royal bracelet dazzled under the lights, he ended it before it began. 4 wins, 4 statements, no words, just money. Ruthless, quiet, terrifying money. Ben and Carl lean against a pillar, whispering,
I swear that guy just outbid half of South River's trust fund. Brats like it was spare change.
Who wears a mask to an auction anyway?
The auction ended, but the night was far from over. The chandeliers glowed brighter as the orchestra began playing. The crowd shifted from bidding wars to gossips, yet every whisper circled back to one name, the masked man. Several girls, dressed in their finest gowns, gathered around Edward. Their eyes shone with excitement, their voices dripping with charm.
Masked gentleman, would you honor me with this dance? Surely a man of such taste wouldn't refuse a partner tonight.
While others gossiped and burned with envy, Lucy's heart raced faster. The masked man had outbid kings, outshone nobles, and now captured her attention entirely.
That necklace. He bought it like it was nothing. Who is he? No one's ever ignored me like that before. I have to know.
She steps forward, cutting past Rose and Susan, who also moved toward Edward with confidence.
He'll never dance with her. A man like that doesn't waste time on little nobodies.
Watch Lucy embarrass herself.
Lucy ignores them, reaches Edward, and extends her hand.
May I have this dance?
Edward pauses. The hall goes silent, eyes watching. Then, he gives a small nod and takes her hand. Gasps ripple through the crowd. In that instant, the envy in the hall doubled. For while he had turned away every other hand, the masked man had chosen Lucy. The orchestra swelled as Edward led her onto the floor, but the silence between them was heavier than the music. As they begin dance, Lucy tries to draw him out.
You're different from anyone I've met. Mysterious, untouchable. Who are you really?
Edward's eyes, sharp, met hers. Yet midway through the song, Edward suddenly stopped. Without a word, Edward released her, turned, and walked away, leaving the orchestra stunned and the dance floor frozen in silence. It wasn't rejection. It was power. A statement. The kind only a man above all could make. The crowd hurried after him, whispers exploding. Outside the golden doors, a roar of pure luxury broke the night. Edward stepped into his Bugatti La Voiture Noire, the one-of-a-kind black masterpiece worth over $18 million. Its engine growled like thunder, drawing every eye in the gala. Gasps filled the air as the car glided away under the city lights.
That car, there's only one in the world. Who is he?
The masked man had left her mid-dance. And yet, instead of fury, her heart longed more. Edward's mystery was now an obsession she could not let go of. Back inside, the gala continued, but the magic was gone. A tall businessman, gleaming with arrogance, approached Rose.
Care for a dance, Miss Rose? You'd look exquisite in my arms.
Rose forced a polite smile and shook her head.
No, thank you.
But he didn't stop. Moments later, he stepped forward again, brushing too close.
Don't be shy. One dance won't hurt.
Rose's expression hardened.
I said no.
The man smirked, ignoring her refusal, and reached again. Rose slapped him across the face, loud, sharp, echoing across the ballroom. Gasps filled the hall. The businessman staggered back, holding his cheek, his eyes burning with fury. The night had ended, but outside the gala, a storm was only just beginning. Rose sat with her friends, Susan, Lucy, Jake, Ben, and Carl, her smile gone. The cold wind carried whispers of danger, whispers that soon grew into truth. Joe arrived, his face pale. He looked at the group, then straight at Rose.
Rose, do you even know who that man was, the one you slapped tonight?
Just some arrogant creep. Why?
That wasn't just anyone. His name is Lucian Brennan, Deputy Manager of the Heavenly Lion Group.
What? The Heavenly Lion Group? They're ranked in the top 10 corporations in New York. Their retail chains alone are everywhere. This is just a fraction of what they own.
Rose, this isn't small trouble. You slept the wrong man.
Rose's face drained of color.
It gets worse. My dad told me Rose's family company already got bad news today. Partnerships are collapsing one after another. People are pulling out.
It has to be the Brennan family. Is notorious. He's ruthless in business. If he decides to crush someone, they don't stand a chance.
Rose's lips trembled. She tried to speak, but no words came out. Suddenly, Joe's phone rang. He looked at the screen, hesitated, then picked up. He listened, his face darkening. He hung up. Everyone stared at him. Joe took a deep breath, his voice heavy.
Rose, it was your father. He says the only way to fix this is for you to spend one night with Lucian Brennan. Otherwise, they will ruin your family completely.
The group fell silent. The night itself seemed to freeze. Rose broke down, burying her face in her knees, sobbing uncontrollably. For the first time, the proud and elegant Rose was shattered. The girl who had once stood tall before her peers now trembled in fear of a fate worse than ruin.
Rose, don't cry. We'll think of something. You won't go through this alone.
No, you don't understand. Men like Donald Brennan don't fear the law. If we push him too far, he'll destroy us 100 times faster.
None of their families, their contacts, or their wealth could match Donald Brennan. Against the Heavenly Lion Group, they were nothing. Rose lifted her head, her eyes red and swollen.
Unless a miracle happens, I'm finished.
The night of glamour had ended, but in Rose's dorm, shadows of shame and regret lingered. Her slap against the businessman had set whispers ablaze across the gala, and now her tears refused to stop.
Why? Why does this always happen to me?
Rose, maybe I can help.
Help? You? Edward, you can't even take care of yourself. Stop pretending.
Lucy's right. Edward, please, just leave. I don't need pity from someone who has nothing.
And so, for the crime of seeming poor, Edward was cast out of the room. The city was still shaken by the masked man's midnight display. A single Bugatti, a single gesture, and suddenly, all eyes turned toward Preston University. Students whisper in groups. Rose, Susan, Lucy, Jake, Joe, and others gather, still shaken by the previous night. The night's chaos had left scars, whispers of shame, regret, and confusion. But by morning, something far stranger awaited. Rose sits quietly, pale and worried. Susan and Joe keep glancing at her, unsure how to comfort her. Suddenly, a convoy of black luxury cars pulls up in front of Preston University. The roar of engines silences the courtyard. Security in black suits step out first, lining the path like bodyguards from a high-profile event. Then the car door opens. Donald Brennan, the powerful business tycoon himself, steps out in a tailored suit. His arrival sends shockwaves across the campus.
Wait, isn't that Donald Brennan? The man who runs half of South River City's businesses?
What's he doing here at Preston?
Donald walks straight inside, his steps heavy with authority. All eyes follow as he enters the hall where Rose and her friends sit.
Miss Rose, I believe your father is waiting. Don't make me repeat myself.
Rose's face pales. She glances helplessly at Susan and Joe. Lucy, arms folded, smirks bitterly, whispering to Jake. She starts to cry.
Let's see who saves her now. Edward?
He's nowhere.
The black convoy doors open. Rose is gently but firmly pushed forward by two bodyguards. The tension rises. Students whip out their phones, recording the scene. Suddenly, the sound of a beastly engine cuts through the courtyard. Heads snap toward the campus gate. A sleek black Bugatti La Voiture Noire glides in, sunlight gleaming off its one-of-a-kind body. The same car from the viral news headline.
No way. That's the Bugatti.
The mysterious owner. He's here, at Preston.
The Bugatti doesn't stop at the lot. Instead, it rolls right into the courtyard, halting between Donald's convoy and Rose. The bodyguards freeze. The crowd holds its breath. Out steps Edward. Not in a suit, not in designer shoes. Just Edward. Calm, collected, the same student everyone mocked the night before.
Donald Brennan. She's not going anywhere with you.
Wait, Edward?
Lucy bursts into laughter, folding her arms smugly.
Stop pretending, Edward. That's not your car. You probably just washed it for the real owner. What a pathetic show.
Suddenly, Donald Brennan, the ruthless heir of the Heavenly Lion Group, moves forward. His bodyguards tense, ready to strike, but Donald raises a hand, eyes locked on Edward. His expression shifts. Anger melts into shock, then fear. Before anyone can react, Donald bows deeply before Edward.
Forgive me, young Master Edward. I didn't recognize you before. I was blind.
Gasps ripple through the courtyard. Phones tremble in students' hands. Lucy's smirk freezes, her face draining of color. Rose's lips part in shock, her tears forgotten.
Young Master Edward?
Wait, Ambrose? He's from the Ambrose family.
Miss Rose, forgive my arrogance last night. I humbly apologize for everything. It will never happen again. Please, spare me this humiliation, young master. I'll take my leave.
He signals his bodyguards. The Brennan convoy pulls out quickly. Donald hiding his face, humiliated in front of the entire university. And so, in a single moment, the mask fell away. Edward, mocked as poor, insulted as worthless, was revealed as the heir of the Ambrose family.
Edward Ambrose?
In a single moment, the boy dismissed as poor stood revealed, not by wealth spoken, nor titles claimed, but by the shadow of a car that only one man in the world could own.
Wait, Edward, all this time, it was you?
Edward, I didn't mean the things I said. I was blind before, but now I see. Please, let's start over.
Lucy's face drains of color. Students exchange whispers, some snickering at her humiliation. She turns away, her pride shattered.
Edward, I wronged you too. I judged you unfairly. I should have trusted you, and I'm sorry.
Rose, I forgive you.
This explains it. The gala, the masked man, the Bugatti. It was Edward all along.
Still but respectful. We underestimated him. But he never once disrespected us.
I don't hold grudges, but I don't forget who showed their true faces. Emma, we had a promise. Lunch, remember? Shall we?
The truth was out. Edward, the poor student they thought they knew, was heir to the Ambrose family empire. Some felt shame, others envy, but one thing was certain, nothing would ever be the same again.
Edward walks with Emma toward the Bugatti.
The car door closes with a solid click. The engine roars to life, leaving behind whispers, regrets, and wide-eyed stares.